There you go. So it's Tuesday, and we have already read the word, practiced our memory verse, and read some poetry this morning over breakfast. Now we're going to start our sit-down book work. For handwriting today, I'm going to let them get their Valentine's cards ready for our little co-op that we have tomorrow. We found these in the closet yesterday, and they were so excited because Valentine's Day is Sunday, so might as well use them. They're from last year or the year before, I think. So that'll be our handwriting today. They'll have to write 6 cards out, so they'll write 6 of their friends' names and their own name 6 times. And then we're gonna do the back side of the math sheet they did yesterday. They each only did the front, so they'll do the back, which is gonna have a couple of solving for the unknown problems, a couple of word problems, just a refresher of writing, skip counting by tens, and then I don't draw 4 circles, draw 3 triangles, whatever. I guess that's important, but they just know how to do that, so it's funny sometimes. And that'll be it for math for today. Then we're gonna read the next story in this book. And we are not gonna take a break today because we've got lots of errands to run. So I wanna get all of school done this morning as we're together. But we will wait until the afternoon to do our nice snuggly reading time. And for that, we'll read our next couple of chapters in the long winter and this beautiful velveteen rabbit that I found yesterday at the library. It is gorgeous. I love the illustrations.
The velveteen rabbit.
Yeah. So I'm excited to read this one. So we'll read this. We'll read Long Winter, of course. And I got some cool experiment with water book that if we have time later, we can have fun with that. And then just some things to look at. Not today necessarily, but just throughout the week.
When are we going to do our handwriting?
In just a minute. You know what, baby? You need to go get your notebook from the school closet so that you can get your pencil to write our friends' names. And then today's geography day. So I'll tell you what we cover for that. We actually use the free curriculum on the Ambleside online website, the Charlotte Mason website. There's Long's Home Geography as well as the Charlotte Mason Elementary Geography. We go back and forth with that. So it's been fun and super easy and just short little lessons that teach them so much. It's really great. So we're gonna get our handwriting done, our math done, and our reading done, and then we'll do our geography and I'll share what we cover there. And then we're gonna go do errands. Tomorrow's co-op and I'm actually teaching the first lesson and I am super excited about it because it's without me even being there. They picked Little House on the Prairie as our history and have to show this amazing thing I found at the library. It's for starting in 3rd grade, but we can still pull so much out of this thing. It covers all the Little House books, which is so exciting to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on Little House in the Big Woods. So tomorrow for my lesson, we start off, my kids are the biggest kids in this co-op. So I've got to really take it down so that everyone can understand it, but also my kids be challenged as well and learn stuff. So I have my lesson somewhere in here. So I'm just going to start with Laura Ingalls' birthday was actually 2 days ago, February 7th. And talk about just a little in a nutshell, like 150 years ago, she wrote she was born and she wrote all these books about her life. It's going to start in Wisconsin in the big woods. I'm going to show them the map. And we're going to sing Yankee Doodle. We're going to have a snack. I'm going to make probably corn mush because they eat that a lot in the stories and it'll be fun to show them one of the recipes. The map, I'm going to show them a picture of Jack, or a brindle bulldog, so that they know what kind of dog Jack was. And I'm going to remind them when we made butter, we actually did a Pioneer Day last semester and put a marble in a jar and shook it until it became butter, which was pretty awesome. So I'm going to remind them of that and then show them a picture of a churn to show them different ways that butter can be made and not just shaking the jar. And then we're going to make cheese. So I'm going to get some milk at the store today and bring my vinegar tomorrow, and we'll just make some cheese, which will be so fun. And we're going to make a craft. I'm going to make the lanterns. So I got to go to the store today and get some canned goods, empty them all out, clean them all, take the labels off, and then take a nail and a hammer and some craft wire tomorrow, and we'll make some pretty patterns and send them all home with a little house lantern. And I'm gonna get a book at the library today, probably one of my first Little House books, one of the Big Woods ones, and see what lessons I can draw out of that, because they're all so thick, and I love them all so much, and there's so much that you can take from each book. This is like weeks upon weeks of lessons just from one book, and I mean, it can go as deep as studying bears, growth and development, manners, light and prisms, rust, owls, history of guns, the mechanics of a gun, gun safety, history of the song Yankee Doodle, lungs and breathing, rabies. There's so much to pull out of it. That's just 1 week of chapter 1, and these kids are too little. So we're not going to do that, but it's really exciting to grab some ideas from this book. So that's what I've got to do today, plan all of this. Got to get all the supplies for the craft and the cheese. Got to go to the library to get the book and then finish my lesson plan tonight. And so that's part of why we're doing all of school right now, so I have time to plan for my lesson.
11.
Okay, so because of some interruptions and stuff like that, class took a lot longer than I intended, and I have no choice but to take a break. I wanted to do geography now, but there's not time. So after I work out and get dressed for the day, during lunch we will do our geography lesson, and today it's parallel lines, and we will read what we can. We might just read Velveteen Rabbit since it's shorter, and then do some Little House reading later, but we've got 3 errands to run in the snow. It is snowing, so it's going to be fun and adventurous. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get ready for the day and do some exercise, and then start lunch before we finish our school day. Okay, so finally dressed, worked out, folded all my laundry. I had a phone call that was about 20 minutes long, and I'm gonna prep lunch and get to the table to finish school, and then we're gonna go and do errands, and anything we do after those errands that I would consider school will probably be reading, playing music, I don't know what else. I have nothing planned, but things may happen, and we may enjoy the joy of learning together at that point. So now during lunch, I'm going to go ahead and do the parallel lines lesson with the Charlotte Mason Elementary Geography curriculum. And I'm going to attempt to read the Velveteen Rabbit and the Long Winter. Anything that we don't finish, we'll just pick up later and finish off. And that's just enjoyment. That's not really sit down schoolwork. So I'll do the geography first to get that accomplished. And then everything else is just enjoyment. So we'll just read it for fun as the day allows, and that would be our Tuesday school day.